Hi everyone, it's Sophie Petsabine from Shut Eye here. I hope you're doing well. Excuse my hat today. I was having a bit of a bad hair day and really didn't have much time this morning to do my hair, so I've just stuck on a hat. So please excuse the way I'm looking today. But I wanted to get a video out to you because daylight saving is coming up soon. So not this Sunday, Sunday after the 20. Let me look at the calendar. 27th. So, and I want to get the details out to you today in case you want to prepare in advance. So yeah, that's what I'm going to cover today, trying not to get caught out or stung by the daylight saving. Now you might be thinking, don't worry, the clocks are going forward because it's spring forward, fall back. The clocks are going forward, so there's nothing to worry about. And yes, if you have children that are generally like to wake up a bit earlier in the day, then this is going to be a bit of a Brucey bonus for you. But if you have children that tend to sleep later and go to bed later, then it's just something that you might want to be aware of because you might want to make some adjustments now. There are 3 things that you can do, and what I'm going to do is put a link to a previous blog post that I wrote back in October when the clocks were going back. The same principles apply, but you just obviously need to make the adjustments the other way. There are 3 things that you can do. First of all, it's doing nothing, just kind of, taking the hit of the extra hour and just riding with it and letting your child sort of get into the new rhythm or the new timing in their own time. You can make the adjustments in advance. So I usually advise starting a week in advance to make the adjustments. So taking the clocks now, obviously we're going to be wanting to go everything a little bit forward to take that hour. Also, you can phase it in as well. So rather than starting a whole week in advance, or if you've forgotten about it, if you start 2 or 3 days in advance, then that can help sort of ease in the transition as well. Also, on that blog that I've mentioned that I've written previously, I go into giving you a bit of advice about what might be the best solution for your child depending on their temperament. But just talking about why you might want to kind of take note if your child does sleep a little bit later, because say for example your child goes to bed at 8 o'clock in the evening, wakes at 8 o'clock in the morning, not a problem. Then we get to Saturday night, Sunday morning, we wake up, the clocks have changed and it's actually 9 o'clock. Perfect, we haven't had that extra hour sleep, but it's 9 o'clock, so it feels a bit of a win for us. Fast forward until the following morning. Obviously, your child is going to bed that evening at their normal time, which their body clock would be 8 p.m, but actually it's going to be 9 o'clock. So you either have the battle of trying to get them down to sleep at 8 o'clock when actually they're not ready for it because their body clock is saying, hello, this is an hour early, or you put them to bed at 9 o'clock, which will probably be a much easier. So they're a 12-hour a night sleeper. So fast forward again until the following morning when they wake up, their body is not ready to wake up till 9 a.m. because that's the new time. Obviously, their body is still thinking it's 8 a.m. Now, if you've got to get your child to nursery, preschool or anywhere like that, then that's going to completely throw things out of sync because obviously the timing that they're going to have to get to these places is the normal time, but that's not taking that extra hour that we've lost into account. So you could find that you will be having to wake up your child early from their sleep to get them to where they need to be on time. Now, obviously, that they would have been losing out on an hour's worth of sleep there. That compounding day after day is really going to have an effect and can make them really tired. So to avoid that, as I mentioned before, you have a couple of options, either to sort of phase their bedtime over a week or to phase it in over a few days so that they're sort of almost there by Sunday and it only takes a couple of days afterwards to really sort of settle into the new plan. If you're going to do it over a week, increments of 15 minutes will be fine. So as I mentioned before, I will put the link to the previous blog post that I put about how to do it exactly. It's just reversing the situation from winter times, but it's just something to think about there. For the majority of us, the children are waking up early, so it's going to be a bit of a win for us to have a bit of a lay-in. Well, a lay-in in the morning. It's going to seem like a lay-in. On paper, it's a lay-in, so we'll all take that. But I hope it goes well for you. If you do have any comments or questions, or get in touch and let me know. I'll be happy to answer them for you. But I hope you all have a good weekend and take care. Speak to you soon. Bye.